What's going on, guys? So it is Monday, January 6th. And today marks the first day of my cut. So I'm actually going to be documenting this whole cut series with you guys for a couple reasons that I will get into later in the video. But for now, we're just gonna weigh ourselves. I'm gonna give you guys like a physique update, show you what I'm looking like. And then, then we'll dive into the rest of this video. Alright guys, so the number that we're starting is 202.4. Alright guys, so you just seen that we weighed in at 202.2 pounds. This isn't the heaviest I've ever been. Heaviest I've ever been was like 2 years ago when I did a dirty bulk. And I went up to like 213 and cut down for my show, which I did last year. I was on stage about 160. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's actually been a couple days since I seen you last. Today is Thursday, January 9th, 1:31. So I just got back from the gym. I just had to train a couple clients. But this is the video that I've been telling you guys I was gonna make. The first video of this cutting series of Get Shredded or Die Trying. So today, we're just gonna go through the 9 fundamental framework steps that can help you guys achieve the body that you've always wanted. So it's just kind of the way I set up my cut. When I get into like a cutting routine, I always make sure that I go through these steps, and it's helped me in the past, so hopefully this will help you. So without further ado, let's get started. So step number 1, I don't know if you guys can see this. So get crystal clear on your goal. So get crystal clear on the goal that you want to do. So for me, I already did the calculations. I was 202. I want to get down to about 165, so that's like 37 pounds in change. So crystal clear on your goal. Step number 2, so you want to do a timeline to reach your goal. So this is very important. You need to give yourself like an end date, right? Something to hold you accountable to this cut. You only have this much days amount of time that you need to complete it, okay? So the timeline for me, I gave myself 120 days. So there we go. So get crystal clear on your goals and then set a timeline to complete your goal. Number 3 is find your why. Why is this goal so important to you? Why is it so important that you lose 30 pounds? Why is it so important that you lose 10 pounds? So we're just gonna go for myself here. So why is it so important that I lose 37 pounds in 120 days? Okay, so your why has to be solid just so that it'll keep you accountable. Your goal has to be, like for example, when I first got lean, I didn't have like a set number, but I was just like, hey, like I wanted to lose body fat, and my why was because I was super insecure and unconfident. I did not like what I saw in the mirror every single day. I used to get teased a lot for being overweight. Like, it just meant so much to me to kind of get that weight off. And I ended up doing it because my why was so strong. So my why this year for losing the 37 pounds in 120 days is I'm going to compete this year again. I want to look good. I like being lean. I like the way I look when I am lean, so I do want to look good, especially in the summertime, going to the beach, taking your shirt off, all that good stuff. Just feeling confident, feeling comfortable in your own skin. And then lastly, I want to do this because I want to document it for all of you guys who might just be starting the fitness journey, or you've hit a plateau and you don't know what to do. I really want to do this so I can show you guys step by step how I do it. The whole part about this series is to help motivate and inspire as many people as possible to achieve their dream body, and just like realize that it's not that hard. You just gotta like do the work, consistency, hard work, and everything. Like there's no easy way about doing this, guys. So if you're like, oh, I just want to lose 30 pounds in 30 days, get off my channel right now, because that is not sustainable. That's not healthy. So if you're looking to start your fitness journey and just get on track here, guys, make it consistent, make it something you can follow and make a lifestyle, then this is the channel for you guys. So I feel like I'm rambling, but let's go on to number 4. Finding your BMR. It's your basal metabolic rate. How many calories you burn in one day just sitting here. So like, how many calories would I burn just sitting here on the couch all day? That's what you need to find out. So I did a calculation here, which I will show you guys. So, BMR equals 10 times your weight in kilograms plus 6.25 times your height in centimeters minus 5 times your age in years. So I'm like 24 years old. And then plus 5 for men and minus or 161 for women. So I'm just gonna do my calculation quick, and then you guys can plug in your numbers and figure out your basal metabolic rate. Obviously, this is not gonna be concrete, this isn't gonna be right on the money, but it's gonna be a really good ballpark number that you can kind of play around with, so you can actually find your true basal metabolic rate. It all comes with like trial and error. You're never gonna get like the exact number with any calculation out there. So I'm gonna go 10 times my weight in kilograms. So I'm 202 pounds. My weight in kilograms is like 92 kg. Plus 6.25 times your height in centimeters. So I'm 5'8". That's 172 centimeters. And then I'm gonna minus 5 times my age. So I'll go minus 5 times 24. And then I'm gonna plus 5 since I am a male. And we end up with around 1,880 calories. So that's how much my body burns roughly on a day-to-day if I was just to sit here and do nothing. No walking around, no going to the gym, no nothing. So that's a good starting point for a lot of people, guys. Find your number. From there, I recommend just like trying this out for a week. Find those calories that it gives you. Try it out. If you gain weight, then you know it is a little bit too high. If you lose weight, you know it's a little bit too low. And if you stay the same, then you know you're pretty much there, okay? So after you find your BMR, what's next? This is optional. If you want to just count calories, that's 100% fine. But if you want to take it to the next level, you can actually do a macro breakdown. So like a percentage of like what percent of your calories do you want to come from fats, carbs, and protein. Okay, so for me, what really works for me, I love carbs. I don't really eat a ton of like fatty foods, like fatty meats. I'm not much of a cheese person. So I like to use the 40-40-20. So 40% carbs, 40% protein, and 20% fat. And I find that really works for me. Obviously, as we get deeper into this cut, those percentages are gonna change once we get lower in body fat and stuff like that. But for just starting out, the 40-40-20 works great for me. If you like higher fatty foods, then you can maybe switch that up a little bit. So after you figure out what your macro breakdown is going to be, then you need to create a meal plan based on those percentages and on those calories that you got, that you can stick to and that you enjoy. Okay? So, super easy, guys. You can use MyFitnessPal. It's 100% free. I'm sure there's other ways to calculate your calories, like apps and stuff out there. I personally use MyFitnessPal, and it's worked great. I've used it for like 5 years now. So yeah, make yourself a meal plan that you can actually follow and that you enjoy, alright? Next step, number 7. So get on a structured workout routine that is based towards your goals. If you love sports and you love like running and like agility drills and stuff like that, do that. If you love lifting weights like me and you love being in the gym, you love doing hypertrophy work, do that. Just build a program that you can follow. So number 8 is your tools. You have so many tools that you can use to help body composition, help yourself lose fat, okay? So just to name a couple, you got cardio, you got your nutrition, you got your training, and for me, personally, you got fasting. So I love intermittent fasting. There's so many amazing benefits from it. I feel amazing when I do it. And it's just a really good way to lose excess body fat, okay? So you're building a framework for your house, essentially, okay? So you don't want to like pull out all your tools, have them scattered everywhere, and like, what you want to do is you want to use one tool at a time. So for me, I started my cut on Monday, today is Thursday. I haven't used cardio. My training has stayed the same, so like I haven't really switched anything on the training. And I'm not fasting right now. So it's pretty much just been new nutrition. I've cleaned up my nutrition. I found out
my BMR, I've calculated what my starting macros are gonna be, I calculated the percentages that I want them to be at, and I've created a meal plan that I can follow and I enjoy, okay? If I lose weight with no cardio and I've just cleaned up my nutrition and my training's going really good, I'm not gonna add anything in, okay? So it's all about slow and steady. If I lose 1.5 pounds or more this week, I am happy, and I'm just gonna keep things going as they are. If I see I didn't lose anything, or if I've gained weight, then you can start playing around with your tools, okay? So you can play around with your nutrition a little bit. Maybe I set myself up with too many calories, I need to take some away. Or maybe I should implement some cardio 2 to 3 times a week for 20 minutes a day, something like that. But it's all about slow, small, incremental changes. Just for example, so say you want to use all your tools right away, right? So you go out, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do 45 minutes to an hour of cardio every single day. I'm gonna eat fruits, vegetables, all these lean meats. I'm gonna eat like 1,200 calories, way below my maintenance. You are gonna see some amazing results. You might feel very tired, very lethargic, and guaranteed you are gonna hit a plateau. And where are you gonna go from there? Are you gonna do an 1.5 hours of cardio every day? Are you gonna drop your calories below 1,000 calories? Like, that's the stuff that's like super unhealthy. It's not sustainable. So it's all about small incrementals. So obviously once we get down to like show ready, being that lean is not optimal. It's not everyday thing. It's just for a certain day. So, but for a lot of you guys are just looking to get into shape, maybe see your six-pack for the first time, be able to take your shirt off at the beach and feel confident. So for that, guys, just small incremental. We're only in January. We have lots of time to get this done. Last tip, number 9, overlooked everyday musts. Okay, I'll say that again. Overlooked everyday must-dos, all right? So, water intake. So many people do not realize how important water intake is, especially when you're in a calorie deficit. Water is super important. Everybody should know that by now, but anyways, 3 to 4 liters a day is what I tell my clients, especially if they just come on and they're like, Hayden, like, I cannot drink 4 liters of water. We'll start you off at like 3 liters of water, and then next week I want you at 3.5, and then next week I want you at 4. Okay, so 4 liters of water. Trust me, guys, you're gonna feel way better. Your muscles are gonna be hydrated. You're gonna be clear-headed. You're not gonna get cramps, and just like your skin's gonna look better. Like, water is so important, okay? So keep that water at 3 to 4 liters a day. Every day, it's a must. Sleep. So many people, I know a lot of people have like busy lives and stuff like that, but sleep is so crucial, especially when it comes to losing body fat. So you can be in a calorie deficit, you can be following the best plan ever, but if you're not getting adequate sleep and nutrition, but we're talking sleep right now, you could be losing weight on the scale and you could be like, yeah, like, I'm losing weight. You could be losing lean muscle tissue and not just body fat. So get your sleep, 7 to 8 hours. 8 hours is optimal. I know a lot of people out there can't, just due to their busy lifestyles, but 7 to 8, guys. If you need to go to bed a little bit earlier, do that. If you need to wake up a little bit later and prep your food so you don't have to be waking up early to like cook your food, do that. So 7 to 8 hours of sleep every day, no excuses. And stress, guys. So stress is huge when it comes to losing weight. So high stress, release cortisol, which makes you crave like salty and high fat foods. So your cravings are just gonna be through the roof when you are stressed. I know like a lot of people, when they're stressed, like they don't eat. Me, I eat a lot when I'm stressed. I'm a stress eater, okay? If you're in a stressful situation, just be like, calm down, just be like, hey, like, most of the time it's out of your hands anyways, and you're just being stressful because like it's just a human nature to become stressed. So just like, try to brush it off. I know that's easier said than done, but just try your best on a day-to-day to just keep that stress down. Okay, so those are my 9 tips for the framework, the structure that you guys need to just have in the back of your head before you start this cut. I'm super excited to document this series with you guys. I've been wanting to do this for a long, long time. If you feel like this might be beneficial for you, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'm gonna be putting out a video once a week, just tracking my progress, showing you guys everything that I'm doing. And yeah, pretty much the whole reasoning for this series is just to help inspire, motivate as many people as possible, just to show you guys that It's possible to get the body of your dreams. You just need to work for it, be consistent, and just work hard. Okay guys, so I will see you guys in the next video.